Senior Washington correspondent Jennifer Wishon joins us with tonight's top story. Jennifer?
Well, Jenna, the court's latest term has taught us that not all conservatives are created equally. Instead of a 6-3 divide between the conservative and liberal justices on the court, some of the court's major decisions have shown more of a 3-3-3 divide.
I think the most conservative members are Justice Thomas and probably next Justice Gorsuch. And close by is probably Justice Samuel Alito.
In the middle, making up a more centrist coalition, Chief Justice John Roberts, Brett Kavanaugh, and the newest justice, Amy Coney Barrett.
We learned that Justice Amy Coney Barrett was not the judicial torpedo that a lot of Democrats believed she was going to be on things like Obamacare.
In that case, led by the more centrist conservatives, the court chose consensus over striking at the heart of the matter. Likewise, in Fulton versus City of Philadelphia, the court ruled unanimously that the city was discriminating against a Catholic foster care agency, but stopped short of addressing the larger issue of religious liberty. That led a frustrated Justice Alito to write, "This decision might as well be written on the dissolving paper sold in magic shops."
Their job is to decide whatever case is before them and not create these cockamamie schemes of what will happen in a decade. I think that is a flawed understanding of judicial power.
A recent Gallup poll shows 49% of Americans approve of the job the Supreme Court is doing. Republicans and Democrats view it similarly, revealing Americans are both pleased and frustrated with its rulings. Finding that equilibrium of public opinion is what some observers say drives the middle of the court to issue narrow opinions and decline some controversial issues. Roberts, Kavanaugh, and Barrett joined the 3 liberal justices to refuse hearing the case of Barronelle Stutzman, a Washington florist forced to use her art to celebrate a same-sex marriage. Meanwhile, Gorsuch joined the 3 centrists to block hearing a transgender bathroom case out of Virginia.
The court's conservatives, at least 3 or 4 of them, do not want to get bogged down in the transgender issue. I think they want to stay away from it. I think they're hoping it just goes away and just disappears. But and I know these things just don't vanish. They just sort of brew up and develop controversy year after year.
Still, next term, the court will tackle several hot-button issues like New York's handgun law and an abortion case out of Mississippi that strikes at the heart of Roe v. Wade.
The fact that they have relegated this decision to one question on whether or not pre-viability restrictions are constitutional indicates to us that they are going directly to the heart of the matter and will make a determination as to whether or not Roe is good law.
So how will this new alignment on the court play out? Blackman has a prediction.
I don't think there are enough judges with the backbone to do it.
We will see. This case out of Mississippi is exactly what pro-life supporters have been hoping to use as a vehicle to overturn the constitutional right to abortion in this country, something that many scholars agree was just terrible case law to begin with. Jenna?